Hello there. Welcome to this peaceful space. Tonight, we're going to talk about something profound, something that might change how you sleep, how you live, how you breathe. We're going to talk about uncertainty, that feeling of not knowing what's coming, what will happen, how things will turn out. That anxiety about the future, those what-if questions that keep you awake, those fears that spin in your mind. Tonight, we're making peace with all of it. Because here's the truth: uncertainty is part of life. We can't escape it. We can't control it. We can't eliminate it. But we can make peace with it. We can learn to rest even when we don't know what tomorrow brings. We can find calm even in the midst of the unknown. And tonight, that's what we're doing. We're releasing the need to know. We're letting go of the need to control. We're finding peace with uncertainty so that you can sleep, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust that you'll handle whatever comes. So settle in, get comfortable. Let your body sink into the bed. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. And let's begin this journey from anxiety to peace, from fear to trust, from needing to know to being okay with not knowing. You're safe here. You're safe now. And we're going to help you feel that deep in your bones. Right now, in this moment, where are you? Not where will you be, not where you were, but where are you right now? You're here, in this bed, in this room, in this moment. This is where you actually are. Not in tomorrow, not in next week, not in next year, but here, now. And in this moment, right now, are you okay? Really, check in with yourself in this exact moment. Are you okay? Take a breath and notice your body. Is it in pain right now? Probably not. Your heart, is it breaking right now? Probably not. Your life, is it falling apart right now? Probably not. In this moment, you're okay. The answer is probably yes, because most of our suffering doesn't come from what's happening now. It comes from what we think might happen later. We live in the future, worrying about things that haven't happened, anxious about scenarios that might never occur, stressed about problems that don't exist yet. But the future isn't real. Not yet. Maybe never. The only thing that's real is now. This moment. This breath. This heartbeat. And in this moment, you're okay. Think about it. How many times have you worried about something that never happened? How many hours have you spent in anxiety about a future that turned out completely different than you imagined? Most of them Most of what we fear never comes to pass, and yet we suffer as if it already has. We suffer in advance for things that may never happen. What a waste of the present moment. What a waste of peace. What a waste of now. So tonight, let's practice living in the present, not the future. Let's bring your mind back from tomorrow, back from next week, back from all those what-ifs, and settle it here in this moment where you actually are. Feel the bed beneath you. That's present. That's now. That's real. Really feel it. The texture, the temperature, the support. This is happening right now, not in the future, not in imagination, but right now. Feel your breath moving in and out. That's present. That's now. That's real. Count your breaths if it helps. 1 in, 1 out. 2 in, 2 out. Each breath anchoring you to this moment, to the present, to what's real. Feel your body resting here. That's present. That's now. That's real. Notice the weight of your body sinking into the mattress. Notice the stillness of this moment. No emergency, no crisis, no immediate danger. Just rest, peace. Now, the future isn't real yet. It's just thoughts, just imagination, just possibilities. But this moment is real. And in this moment, you're safe. You're okay. You're here. So when your mind starts to wander to tomorrow, to next week, to all the unknowns, gently bring it back, without judgment, without frustration. Just gently bring it back to here, to now, to this breath. I live in the present, not the future. Say it to yourself, softly, kindly. Right now, I'm okay. This moment is all I have, and this moment is enough. This is how you find peace, not by knowing what will happen, but by being present with what is happening right now. Not by controlling the future, but by experiencing the present fully, completely, peacefully. You live in the present, not the future. And in the present, there's peace. Because in the present, you're okay. You're safe. You're here. You're breathing. And that's all that matters right now. The future will take care of itself. But right now, you're taking care of this moment by being present in it, by living in it, by finding peace in it. And that's beautiful. That's enough. That's everything. I live in the present, not the future. And in the present, I find peace. I find safety. I find myself. Here, now. Always here, always now. This is where life happens. This is where peace lives. In the present, not the future. Here, now, with you. Let me ask you something important. Right now, in this exact moment, are you safe? Not will you be safe tomorrow, not were you safe yesterday, but right now, are you safe? Look around you. Even with your eyes closed, scan your environment. With your awareness, you're in your bed, you're sheltered, you're protected. 4 walls around you, a roof above you, a door that's closed. Nothing is threatening you right now. No danger, no emergency, no crisis. You're safe. And not just safe, everything is well. Right now, in this moment. Your heart is beating steadily, reliably. Your lungs are breathing automatically, effortlessly. Your body is resting peacefully, comfortably. Everything is functioning. Everything is working. Everything is well. I know your mind might argue, but what about tomorrow? But what about that problem? But what about that worry? But those are future concerns, not present realities. Right now, in this moment, everything is safe. Everything is well. This is important to recognize because so often we live in fear of what might happen, while missing that right now we're okay. Right now, things are well. The danger we're afraid of hasn't happened, might never happen, but right now, it's not happening. Right now, you're safe. Feel that safety, not as an abstract concept, but as a physical reality. Feel the bed supporting you, solid beneath you, holding you up, cradling you. This is safety, physical safety, real safety. Feel the walls around you, creating boundaries between you and the outside world. This is protection, real protection, present protection. Feel the roof above you, sheltering you from the elements, from the weather, from the night. You're protected, you're sheltered, you're safe. Feel your body at rest. No emergency triggering your system. No crisis demanding your attention. No immediate danger activating your fear. Just rest, safety, wellness. Everything is well right now. Your body knows this. That's why when you check in with this moment, your nervous system can calm down because it recognizes, oh, right now, I'm safe. Right now, nothing bad is happening. Right now, I can rest. Your body is designed to recognize safety when it's present. and respond by relaxing, by letting go, by resting. So let's help your nervous system recognize this. Say it with me, out loud or in your mind. Right now, everything is safe. Feel the truth of those words as you say them. Notice your body. Notice how your shoulders might drop. Notice how your jaw might unclench. Notice how your breathing might deepen. This is your body recognizing safety and responding appropriately. Right now, everything is well. Let that truth sink in. Not tomorrow, not in an hour, but right now, this moment. Everything is safe. Everything is well. And this moment is all you have. This moment is all that's real. So rest in it. Rest in the safety of this moment. Rest in the wellness of right now. Not worrying about what might come, but appreciating what is right now. Safety, wellness, peace, all available in this moment. All real, all present, all yours. When you bring your attention back to now, back to this moment, back to what's real, you realize you're okay, you're safe, you're well. And that realization brings peace, deep peace, real peace, present peace. So whenever your mind wanders to future fears, to imagined dangers, to possible problems, bring it back to right now and ask, right now, am I safe? The answer will almost always be yes. And in that yes, there's peace. Right now, everything is safe. Right now, everything is well. And right now is all you need to rest peacefully, to sleep deeply, to be at peace. Everything is safe right now. Everything is well right now. And that's enough. Your mind is a powerful thing, incredibly powerful. It can imagine thousands of scenarios. It can project into the future. It can create elaborate stories about what might happen, what could go wrong, what you should fear. Your mind is very good at this. It's trying to protect you by anticipating every possible threat, by preparing you for every possible danger. It thinks if it can imagine it, you'll be ready for it. But here's the thing. These are just thoughts, not realities, not facts, not truths. Just thoughts. Mental movies playing in your head about a future that doesn't exist yet. And tonight, we're stepping back from those thoughts, not fighting them, not suppressing them, not trying to stop them, just stepping back, observing them without getting caught in them. Imagine your thoughts about the future are like clouds floating across the sky. You're sitting on a hillside, watching the sky, and clouds drift by. Some are dark, some are light. Some are fast, some are slow. You can watch them pass by without climbing into them, without getting lost in them, without becoming them. Just watching as they drift across the sky of your awareness. Oh, there's a thought about tomorrow. There it goes, like a cloud drifting by. Oh, there's a worry about next week. There it goes, floating away across the sky. Oh, there's a fear about the future. There it goes. You don't have to engage with every thought. You don't have to believe every story your mind tells. You don't have to follow every fear down its rabbit hole. You can just step back and watch without getting pulled in, without getting swept away, without getting lost. This is freedom, real freedom. Freedom from the tyranny of future thinking. Your mind will always think about the future. That's what minds do. It's not going to stop, and that's okay. You don't need it to stop. You just need to not go there with it. You can stay here in the present while your mind wanders to the future. You can observe those future thoughts without leaving this present moment. This takes practice. Your mind is used to pulling you into the future. It's been doing this for years, maybe your whole life. So it's a strong habit. But with gentle repetition, you can learn to step back, to observe, to stay present, even while thoughts about the future pass through your awareness, like clouds across the sky. That's an interesting thought, but I'm staying here. That's a creative worry, but I'm staying here. That's an elaborate scenario, but I'm staying here. Here, in this moment, in this bed, in this breath. This is where you actually are. Not in those thoughts about the future, but here, now. And from here, you can watch those future thoughts come and go without getting swept away by them, without losing yourself in them, without sacrificing your present peace for future fears. So tonight, practice this. When a thought about tomorrow comes, notice it. A thought about tomorrow. Name it, acknowledge it, and let it pass like a cloud, while you stay here, grounded in now. Rooted in the present, anchored in this moment. You're not fighting the thought. You're just choosing not to follow it. You're stepping back from it, creating space between you and your thoughts. And in that space, there's peace, there's freedom, there's the ability to rest, even while your mind thinks about the future. You can be here, in the peaceful present, watching thoughts like clouds drifting by, while you remain still peaceful, here, stepping back from thoughts of the future and resting in the reality of now. This is peace. This is freedom. This is how you sleep, not by stopping thoughts, but by not following them, not by controlling your mind, but by observing it from a place of peaceful presence. Here, now, always. Here's a truth that's both humbling and liberating. You only have power in this moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Only now. Tomorrow isn't here yet. You can't do anything about tomorrow right now, because tomorrow doesn't exist yet. It's just a concept, a future possibility, a thought in your mind. But this moment, this is real, and this is where you have power right now. You have the power to breathe deeply, to relax your body, to calm your mind, to choose peace right now. You have the power to be present, to be kind to yourself, to let go of worry, to rest. But tomorrow? You can't control tomorrow right now. You can only control this moment. And that's okay. Actually, that's perfect. Because trying to control tomorrow from today is what causes so much anxiety. We try to manage something that doesn't exist yet. We try to prevent problems that haven't happened. We try to control outcomes we can't see. And it's exhausting and impossible. It's like trying to grab smoke. The future isn't solid enough to be controlled because it doesn't exist yet. But when we accept that our power is only in this moment, we can relax. We can stop trying to control tomorrow and focus instead on what we can control right now. And right now, what you can control is how you respond to this moment. You can choose peace over anxiety. You can choose presence over worry. You can choose rest over rumination. These are choices you have power over right now. Not tomorrow's choices, not future decisions, but this moment's choice. And that's enough. That's actually all you need. Because life is lived one moment at a time, not in great leaps into the future, but in small steps through the present. When you live from this understanding that you only have power in this moment, you stop wasting energy trying to control the future, and you invest that energy in being present now. And that's where real peace lives, in this moment, where you have actual power, not imaginary power over the future, but real power over this moment. So use that power. Use it to breathe slowly, deeply. Use it to relax your shoulders, your jaw, your whole body. Use it to let go of future worries, of tomorrow's concerns. Use it to rest right here, right now. Use your power where it actually exists, in this moment, not in trying to control tomorrow, but in choosing peace today. I only have power in this moment, and in this moment, I choose peace. I choose presence. I choose rest. I choose to use my power wisely, not trying to control what I can't control, but fully embracing what I can control. This moment, this choice, this breath. Tomorrow is tomorrow's concern. Right now, I focus on now, where my power is, where my peace is, where my rest is. This moment, this is where I have power, real power, actual power, present power, and I use it wisely to create peace right now, not to create certainty about tomorrow, but to create calm in this moment, because this moment is where I live. This moment is where life happens. This moment is all I have, and it's enough, more than enough. When I use my power here, now, to choose peace, let's do something powerful together right now. Let's use your breath to anchor you in this moment, in the here and now. Your breath is always with you, always in the present, never in the future, never in the past, just here, now. Your breath is happening right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, only now. So when your mind wanders to the future, your breath can bring it back. Let's try it together. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly, fully, completely. Fill your lungs to capacity. Feel the air entering your body. Feel your chest expanding. Feel your belly rising. Feel the coolness of the air as it enters your nostrils. This is happening right now, not tomorrow, not in the future. Right now, this very second. And now, breathe out slowly, completely, fully through your mouth with a sigh. Feel the air leaving. Feel your chest falling. Feel your belly deflating. Feel the warmth of the air as it exits your mouth. Feel your body softening. Feel your mind settling. This is now. This breath, this moment, this experience, right here, right now. Your breath is an anchor to the present moment. Whenever you feel your mind spinning into the future, into worry, into what if, come back to your breath. Just one breath, deep and slow. And suddenly, you're here again, not lost in future thoughts, but present in this moment. Your breath is always available as a tool to bring you back, to ground you, to center you, to calm you. Let's do it again, because practice makes this easier. Breathe in, slowly, deeply, feeling the breath fill your lungs, knowing that this is happening now. This is real. This is present. This is here. Breathe out, slowly, completely, feeling the breath leave your body, knowing that this is happening now, not in your imagination, not in the future, but right here, right now. Each breath is a reminder you're here, you're now, you're present. And in the present, there's peace. Because in the present, there's no future to worry about. There's just this breath, this moment, this now. And it's okay. It's more than okay. It's peaceful. Your breath tells your nervous system, we're okay. Right now, we're safe. Slow, deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system, the calm system, the peace system. It tells your body there's no emergency. We can relax. It tells your mind there's no danger. We can rest. So every deep breath is a message to your body, to your mind, to your whole system. Come back to now. Come back to calm. Come back to peace. And your body listens. It responds to your breath by calming down, by letting go, by coming back to the present. This is powerful. This is always available. You always have your breath to bring you back, to anchor you, to ground you. So tonight, as you rest, if your mind wanders to the future, if anxiety starts to creep in, if worry begins to take over, come back to your breath. Just one deep breath. In, slowly, and out, completely. And you're back, here, now, where everything's okay, where you're safe, where there's peace. Your breath is your anchor, your constant companion, your reliable tool, your pathway home, home to the present, home to now, home to peace. Use it anytime you need to come back, to here, to now. Deep breaths bring you back to the only moment that's real, this one. So breathe and return to the here and now, where peace lives, where safety dwells, where you actually are. Always here, always now, always breathing. Let your breath be your guide, back to the present, back to peace, back to now. This might be the most important thing you hear tonight. You cannot control everything. I know you wish you could. I know it would feel safer if you could. I know you try so hard to manage everything, but you can't, and that's okay. Actually, it's more than okay. It's liberating. Because trying to control everything is what's causing your anxiety. It's what's keeping you awake. It's what's stealing your peace. It's what's exhausting you. The need to control everything, every outcome, every variable, every possibility. It's impossible, and the pursuit of it is destroying your peace. But what if you let that go? What if you accepted that you can't control everything? And that's okay. What if you realized that trying to control what you can't control only causes suffering. The truth is, there's so much outside your control. Other people's choices. You can't control what they decide, what they think, what they do. Other people's reactions. You can't control how they respond, how they feel, what they say. Other people's feelings. You can't control their emotions, their moods, their states. You can't control any of that. The weather. You can't control if it rains, if it's sunny, if it storms. The traffic. You can't control if there's congestion, if there's an accident, if you're delayed. The economy. You can't control market forces, financial systems, global events. You can't control any of that. What happens tomorrow? You can't control what unfolds, what occurs, what transpires. What others think of you. You can't control their opinions, their judgments, their perceptions. What the outcome will be. You can't control how things turn out, how they resolve, how they end. You can't control any of that. But you know what? That's okay. You don't need to control everything to be okay, to be safe, to be at peace. You just need to control what you can. Your effort. You can control how much you try, how hard you work, how committed you are. Your attitude. You can control your perspective, your outlook, your approach, your response. You can control how you react, how you handle things, how you show up. Your choices. You can control your decisions, your actions, your behaviors. These you can control. But the outcomes, the future, other people, these you cannot. And accepting this, accepting that you cannot control everything, is what brings peace. It's what allows you to sleep at night, because you're not lying here trying to manage the entire universe. You're just lying here, managing yourself. And that's enough. When you accept that you can't control everything, you stop trying to. You stop the exhausting attempt to manage all variables. You stop the impossible task of preventing all problems. And you start just living, doing what you can with what you can control, and letting go of what you can't. This is wisdom. This is maturity. This is peace, knowing the difference between what you can control and what you can't, and focusing your energy on what you can, while releasing what you can't. This doesn't mean being passive. It doesn't mean not trying. It means being strategic about where you put your energy, investing it in what you can actually affect instead of wasting it on what you can't. I cannot control everything, and I'm accepting that. Tonight, I'm letting go of the need to control what's beyond my control. I'm releasing the burden of trying to manage everything, and I'm accepting that some things are just out of my hands. And that's okay, more than okay. It's perfect because I was never meant to control everything. I was only meant to do my best with what I can control and trust with what I can't. So tonight, I accept I cannot control everything. And in that acceptance, I find peace because I'm no longer fighting reality. I'm accepting it. And in that acceptance, there's rest, there's freedom, there's peace. I cannot control everything, and I don't need to. I'm enough just as I am, with the control I have over myself and the acceptance of what I can't control. This is enough. This is peace. This is freedom. I accept I cannot control everything, and I rest in that acceptance. You know what? You don't need all the answers right now. I know your mind wants them. It's asking questions constantly. How will this work out? What should I do? What's going to happen? How will I manage? What if this happens? What if that happens? Your mind wants certainty. It wants to know how everything will unfold. It wants answers to every question. It wants a plan for every scenario. But here's the truth. You don't need to know right now. You don't need all the answers tonight. The answers will come when you need them. Not before, not all at once, but when you need them, they'll be there. Life unfolds one step at a time. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to see the next step. And right now, the next step is rest. That's all you need to know right now. Not how everything will work out tomorrow. Just that right now, you need to rest. The other answers will come tomorrow when you need them. Next week when you need them. Next month when you need them. But not tonight. Tonight, you don't need to figure everything out. You don't need to have a plan for every possibility. You don't need to know how it will all work out. You just need to rest and trust that the answers will come when you need them. This is hard for the mind to accept because the mind wants certainty. It wants to know. It wants to plan. It wants to prepare. It thinks if it can know everything, you'll be safe. You'll be okay. You'll be prepared. But that's not true. Knowing everything isn't possible. And striving for it only creates anxiety. But sometimes, the most important thing is to not know and be okay with it. To rest in the uncertainty, knowing that you don't need all the answers to be okay, to be safe, to rest peacefully. You just need to trust that when you need answers, they'll come. That when you need clarity, it'll appear. That when you need direction, it'll show up. But not before you need it. Life has a way of providing what you need when you need it. Not always when you want it, but when you need it. And you can trust that. You can trust that you don't need to have everything figured out right now. You can trust that answers will come as you need them. So don't strain trying to force answers that aren't ready yet. Don't exhaust yourself trying to know what you're not meant to know yet. Don't lose sleep trying to figure out what can't be figured out yet. Just rest in the not knowing. Trust that it's okay to not have all the answers right now. Because right now is not the time for answers. It's the time for rest. And you can rest without knowing, without having it figured out, without all the answers. You can rest in the mystery, in the uncertainty, in the not knowing, and still be at peace. Because peace doesn't come from knowing everything. Peace comes from trusting that you'll know what you need to know when you need to know it. And right now, you don't need to know. You just need to rest. I don't need all the answers right now. The answers will come when I need them. But tonight, I just need rest. And I can rest without knowing. I can sleep without having it all figured out. I can be at peace in the uncertainty because I don't need all the answers right now. I just need to trust and rest. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Trusting and resting without needing all the answers right now. Let me tell you something that might change your life. Worry cannot change the future, not even a little bit. All those hours you spend worrying, all that energy you pour into anxiety, all those scenarios you play out in your mind, none of it changes what will happen. None of it, not one bit. Worry is just suffering in advance. It's experiencing pain now for something that hasn't happened and might never happen. Think about it. Really think about it. Has worry ever prevented something bad from happening? No. Has worry ever created a better outcome? No. Has worry ever solved a single problem? No. Worry doesn't do anything productive. It doesn't change outcomes. It doesn't prevent problems. It doesn't create solutions. All it does is destroy your peace, your rest, your present moment happiness, your mental health, your physical health. Worry steals from you without giving you anything in return. It's like paying for something that doesn't exist and will never be delivered. So what if you just stopped? What if you decided, worry doesn't serve me, so I'm letting it go? I know that sounds simple, maybe too simple, but it is possible to recognize that worry doesn't help and choose to let it go. Not by fighting it, not by suppressing it, not by forcing it away, but by seeing it for what it is. Useless mental activity that steals your peace without giving you anything in return. When you see this clearly, really see it, understand it, know it deeply, you can let worry go. Not because you're pretending everything's fine, but because you recognize that worry won't make things better. It will only make now worse. So instead of worrying about tomorrow, you can be present today. Instead of suffering about what might happen, you can enjoy what is happening. Instead of destroying your peace now, you can preserve it for when you actually need it. Because here's the thing, if that problem comes that you're worrying about, you'll deal with it then, with all your energy, with all your resources, with all your strength. But you won't have already exhausted yourself by worrying about it before it even arrived. You'll be fresh, you'll be rested, you'll be ready to handle it when it comes, if it comes. This is wisdom, saving your energy for actual problems, not imaginary ones. Preserving your peace for the present moment, not sacrificing it to future fears. Using your mental resources for real challenges, not phantom threats. Worry cannot change the future, but it can destroy the present. So don't let it. Choose instead to be present, to trust that you'll handle things when they come, to save your energy for real challenges, not imagined ones. Worry is useless. It's like rocking in a rocking chair. Lots of movement, but you don't go anywhere. And tonight, you're letting it go. Not because nothing bad will ever happen, but because worrying about it won't prevent it. It will only steal your peace, and your peace is too valuable to waste on worry. So release it. Let worry go and reclaim your peace, your present, your rest, your life. Worry cannot change the future, so why give it any of your present? Why sacrifice your now for a tomorrow that might never come? It doesn't make sense. So stop. Stop worrying and start trusting that you'll handle what comes when it comes, if it comes. But right now, in this moment, there's nothing to handle, just peace to feel, just rest to enjoy, just now to be present in. Worry cannot change the future, but peace can change your present. Choose peace. Let worry go and rest in the present moment, where worry has no power and peace has all the power. Choose peace, always. Tonight, we're making an exchange, a powerful exchange. We're trading fear for trust, fear of the future for trust in the journey, fear of the unknown for trust in yourself, fear of what might happen for trust that you'll handle it. This is a choice you can make right now, in this moment, to release fear and embrace trust. Fear says something bad will happen. Trust says, I'll handle whatever comes. Fear says, I can't control this. Trust says, I don't need to control everything. Fear says, what if it all goes wrong? Trust says, what if it all works out? See the difference? Same situation, same uncertainty, same future. Different perspective. Fear focuses on what could go wrong. Trust focuses on your ability to handle whatever happens. Fear is about the future, something you can't control, something you can't know, something you can't manage. Trust is about yourself, something you do know, your own resilience, your own strength, your own capability. And here's the thing, you've handled everything so far. Every challenge, every difficulty, every hard moment, every crisis, every setback, every disappointment. You've handled it. You're still here, still going, still trying, still breathing. That's evidence, strong evidence, undeniable evidence that you can handle what comes. So why not trust that? Why not trust your own track record, your own history, your own resilience, your own strength to handle whatever the future brings? Instead of fearing what might come, trust that you'll handle it, just like you've handled everything else. This doesn't mean nothing bad will happen. It doesn't mean everything will be easy. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It means you trust yourself to navigate whatever does happen. And that trust is so much more peaceful than fear. Fear keeps you awake. Trust lets you rest. Fear tenses your body. Trust relaxes it. Fear spins your mind. Trust calms it. Fear steals your present. Trust preserves it. So tonight, make the exchange. Release fear. Embrace trust. Say it with me, out loud or in your mind. I release fear. I embrace trust. Feel fear leaving your body like dark smoke flowing out with your exhale. And feel trust entering your body like warm light flowing in with your inhale. I release fear. I embrace trust. Fear of the future replaced by trust in myself. Fear of the unknown replaced by trust in the journey. Fear of things going wrong replaced by trust that I'll handle things. This is powerful. This is transformative. This is what allows you to sleep peacefully. Not because you know everything will be perfect, but because you trust that whatever comes, you'll handle it. That whatever happens, you'll navigate it. That whatever challenges arise, you'll meet them. This trust is based on evidence, the evidence of your own life. You've handled everything so far, so you can trust you'll handle what comes next. You might not know how you'll handle it, but you will, because you always do. You're resourceful, you're adaptable, you're resilient, you're strong. And those qualities will see you through whatever the future brings. So stop fearing what might come and start trusting your ability to handle it, to navigate it, to survive it, to grow from it. Replace fear with trust and rest in that trust. I release fear. I embrace trust. I trust myself. I trust the journey. I trust life to bring me what I need and to give me the strength to handle whatever comes. I replace fear with trust, and I rest in that trust, peacefully, completely, deeply. Trust replaces fear, and peace replaces anxiety. Tonight, and always, imagine with me for a moment a leaf, a beautiful autumn leaf, red or gold or orange, falling from a tree in the gentle breeze, drifting down slowly, gracefully, landing gently on a stream. And now that leaf is floating downstream on the water. It doesn't know where it's going. It can't see around the bend. It doesn't understand the current's plan. It doesn't try to control the water. It doesn't fight the flow. It doesn't resist the movement. It just flows, trusts, surrenders, moves with the water. When the water turns left, the leaf turns left, smoothly, easily, naturally. When the water turns right, the leaf turns right, without resistance, without struggle, without fight. When the water speeds up, the leaf speeds up. When the water slows down, the leaf slows down. The leaf doesn't resist. The leaf doesn't fight. The leaf doesn't try to control. The leaf just flows with the water, with the current, with life. And tonight, I invite you to be like that leaf, flowing with life, instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it, instead of trying to control it, just flowing with whatever comes. This doesn't mean being passive. It doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean not trying. It means accepting the flow and moving with it, not against it. Life has a current, a natural flow, a direction, a movement. And when you resist it, when you fight it, when you try to go upstream, life is exhausting. Every moment is a struggle. Every step is a fight. Every breath is a battle. But when you flow with it, when you move with it, when you trust its direction, life is easier. Not always easy, but easier. More peaceful, more graceful, more natural. You don't know where the stream is taking you. The leaf doesn't know either. But it trusts that the water knows where to go. And you can trust that too. Life knows where to take you. You don't need to control every turn. You don't need to dictate every direction. You don't need to manage every moment. You can just flow, trusting that life is carrying you somewhere you're meant to be. This is surrender, not the giving up kind, but the trusting kind. Not the defeated kind, but the peaceful kind. Surrendering to the flow of life, trusting that it's taking you where you need to go. And this surrender, this flowing, it's peaceful, so peaceful, because you're not constantly fighting, not constantly resisting, not constantly trying to control, not constantly struggling. You're just flowing, moving with life, not against it. So tonight, imagine yourself as that leaf on the water, floating gently, flowing easily, not knowing where you're going, but trusting the current. not trying to control the journey, but surrendering to the flow. Feel how peaceful that is, how restful, how easy, how natural. No struggle, no resistance, no fight, just flow, just trust, just movement with the current of life. You are that leaf, and life is the stream, and you're flowing together to wherever you're meant to go. Trust the current, trust the flow, trust life to carry you where you need to be, and rest in that flow, like a leaf on water, peaceful, trusting, flowing, not fighting, not resisting, not controlling, just flowing. This is how you move through life, not fighting the current, but flowing with it. And in that flow, there's peace, deep peace, real peace, lasting peace. Because you're not at war with life. You're dancing with it, flowing with it, like a leaf on water. Beautiful, graceful, peaceful. Flow with life and find peace in the flowing. Here's something beautiful to believe. Even without knowing what will happen, you can trust it will be good. Not perfect, not exactly as you planned, not without challenges, but good in its own way. Good for you, good for your growth, good for your journey, good for your soul. You see, life has a way of working out. Not always the way we expect, not always the way we plan, but often better than we imagined. Think about your past, the times you worried about something and it turned out okay, or different than you feared, or even better than you hoped. Can you remember a time like that? A time when you were so worried, but then things worked out. Maybe not perfectly, but okay, or maybe even better than okay. Life has been doing this all along, working things out in its own way, in its own time, and you can trust it will continue to work things out, even without you knowing how it will happen, even without you controlling every detail. Things have a way of falling into place, sometimes miraculously, sometimes gradually, sometimes surprisingly, sometimes mysteriously, but they do fall into place. And you can trust that. Trust that even without knowing, it will be good. This doesn't mean everything will be easy. It doesn't mean you won't face challenges. It doesn't mean nothing bad will happen. It means that even the challenges will be good for you in some way. They'll teach you something. They'll strengthen you. They'll shape you. They'll prepare you into who you're meant to be. And that's good. Even when it's hard, it's good. So you can trust, even without knowing what will happen, that it will be good for you, that life is working for you, not against you, that even surprises can be good surprises, that even changes can be good changes, that even unknowns can lead to good outcomes. This trust is powerful. It allows you to rest, even when you don't know what tomorrow brings. Because you trust that whatever it brings will be good in some way, will serve you in some way, will be part of your journey in a good way. Maybe not immediately, maybe not obviously, but eventually you'll see how even the hard things were good for you, how even the challenges made you stronger, how even the unknowns led you somewhere important. Life is like that. It's always working for your highest good, even when you can't see it, even when you don't understand it, even when it doesn't make sense. It's working for you. So tonight, make this trust your own. Even without knowing, I trust it will be good. Say it, feel it, believe it. Even without knowing, I trust it will be good. Let those words sink deep into your heart, into your mind, into your soul. You don't need to see the whole picture to trust it will be beautiful. You don't need to know every detail to trust it will work out. You just need to trust that life is working for you, that the universe has your back, that things will be good, even without knowing exactly how. This trust brings peace, because you're not trying to figure out every detail of the future. You're just trusting that the future will be good. And that trust lets you rest tonight in peace, in confidence, in hope. Even without knowing, I trust it will be good. This is my truth. This is my belief. This is my peace. I trust. Look back for a moment at your life, your journey, your path, all the twists and turns, all the surprises, all the unexpected moments, all the changes. And notice that somehow you ended up exactly where you needed to be. Maybe not where you planned to be, maybe not where you wanted to be, but where you needed to be, for your growth, for your learning, for your journey. That job you didn't get. Do you remember how disappointed you were? But then it led you to a better one, or taught you something important, or changed your direction in a way that was needed. That relationship that ended. Do you remember how heartbroken you were? But then it made space for growth, or led you to someone better, or taught you about yourself in a way that was necessary. That plan that fell through. Do you remember how frustrated you were? But then it opened a new door, or protected you from something, or redirected you to something better in a way that was perfect. Life has been doing this all along, leading you, not always on the path you chose, not always on the path you wanted, but always on the path you needed. And you can trust that this will continue, that life will continue to lead you to the right place, even when you don't understand, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it's not what you planned. Life knows where you need to go, and it will lead you there. Trust that. Trust that every detour is leading you to your destination. Maybe the scenic route, but still the right route. Trust that every delay is protecting you from wrong timing. Maybe frustrating, but still perfect timing. Trust that every closed door is directing you to the right door. Maybe disappointing, but still the better door. Life always leads you to the right place. Maybe not the comfortable place. Maybe not the expected place. Maybe not the planned place. But the right place for your growth, for your journey, for your evolution, for your purpose. And when you trust this, you can relax. You don't have to force things. You don't have to control everything. You don't have to make things happen. You can just follow the path that opens, the door that's available, the opportunity that presents itself, the direction that feels right, trusting that life is leading you to exactly where you need to be. This doesn't mean being passive. It means being receptive to where life is leading you and moving in that direction with trust, not with fear, not with resistance, not with doubt, but with trust that you're being led to the right place always, even when the path is winding, even when the journey is long, even when the destination is unclear. You're being led to the right place. So tonight, rest in this trust. Life always leads me to the right place. You don't need to know where that place is. You don't need to see the whole path. You don't need to understand the plan. You just need to trust that you're being led by life, by the universe, by something bigger, by divine timing, to exactly where you need to be. And that's enough to rest peacefully, knowing that you're on the right path, even when you can't see where it leads. Trust that life is leading you to the right place, always. In every moment, with every step, through every change, you're being led to exactly where you need to be. Trust that and rest in that trust. Let me remind you of something important, something you might have forgotten. You are resilient, more resilient than you realize. Look at your life. Look at what you've been through. The challenges, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, the losses, the setbacks, the failures. And yet, here you are, still here, still trying, still going, still breathing, still fighting. That's resilience. That's strength. That's proof that you can handle whatever comes. You've already handled so much. Things you thought would break you, but didn't. Things you didn't think you could survive, but you did. Things you feared would destroy you, but you're still here, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward, still trying. That's resilience. And that same resilience that carried you through the past will carry you through the future. Whatever comes, you'll handle it, not because it will be easy, but because you're capable. Not because you'll know what to do, but because you'll figure it out. Not because you're superhuman, but because you're resilient. And resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up. And you always get back up. Every time, without fail. That's who you are. A person who faces challenges and finds a way through. A person who encounters obstacles and figures it out. A person who experiences setbacks and keeps going. A person who gets knocked down and stands back up. That's resilience. And you have it in abundance. You've proven it time and time again. So when you worry about the future, remember this. Whatever comes, you'll handle it, just like you've handled everything else. You might not know how you'll handle it, but you will, because you always do. You're resourceful, you're adaptable, you're resilient, you're strong. And those qualities will see you through whatever the future brings. So stop fearing what might come and start trusting your ability to handle it, to navigate it, to survive it, to grow from it. You are resilient, and you will handle what comes. Not perfectly, but adequately. Not easily, but eventually. Not without struggle, but with success. Because that's what resilient people do. They handle things, and you are resilient. So rest tonight, not in the certainty of an easy future, but in the confidence of your own resilience. Whatever comes, you'll handle it, just like always. You'll figure it out. You'll find a way. You'll get through it, because you're resilient. And resilience is your superpower. It's what's gotten you this far, and it's what will take you further still. So trust it. Trust your resilience. Trust your strength. Trust your ability to handle whatever comes. I am resilient, and I will handle what comes. Whatever it is, however it appears, whenever it arrives. I will handle it, because I always do. I always have, and I always will. I am resilient, and that's enough. Here's a perspective shift that might change how you see uncertainty. Uncertainty isn't just scary, it's also opportunity. Think about it. Really think about it. If everything was certain, if everything was predictable, if everything was known, there would be no room for surprises, no room for unexpected joy, no room for miraculous changes, no room for beautiful accidents, no room for serendipity. Certainty is safe, but it's also limiting. It's comfortable, but it's also confining. It's predictable, but it's also boring. Uncertainty is scary, but it's also full of possibility. Every moment of not knowing is a moment when anything could happen. And yes, something challenging could happen. But also, something wonderful could happen. Something better than you imagined. Something you never planned. Something that changes everything for the better. Uncertainty is where miracles live. It's where surprises happen. It's where life gets interesting. It's where magic occurs. If you knew everything that would happen, life would be boring, predictable, flat, monotonous. But because life is uncertain, it's full of potential, full of possibility, full of doorways, full of opportunities, to new experiences, to new relationships, to new adventures, to new growth. That job you didn't plan for might be the perfect opportunity. That person you didn't expect to meet might be the love of your life. That path you didn't see coming might be your true calling. All of these come through uncertainty, through the unknown, through the unpredictable, through the unexpected. So when you feel afraid of uncertainty, remember this: uncertainty isn't just a threat, it's also an opportunity for something new, for something better, for something unexpected, for something wonderful to enter your life. The future is uncertain. And yes, that means you don't know if bad things will happen. But it also means you don't know if amazing things will happen. And often, amazing things do happen through the uncertainty, through the unknown, through the unexpected, through the unplanned. So instead of only fearing what might go wrong, also anticipate what might go right. Instead of only worrying about threats, also be open to opportunities. Instead of only seeing danger in the unknown, also see possibility. Uncertainty is a doorway, and you don't know what's on the other side. It could be challenges, but it could also be blessings, miracles, opportunities, gifts, better than you imagined, more than you hoped for, different than you expected, in a beautiful way. So walk through that doorway with courage, not with certainty, with hope, not with fear, with openness to whatever comes, because whatever comes through uncertainty could be exactly what you need, even if it's not what you expected. Uncertainty is opportunity. Trust that, believe that, know that, and walk through the doorway with confidence that whatever's on the other side is part of your journey and will serve you somehow. Uncertainty is not the enemy, it's the doorway to possibility. Walk through it with trust. There's something deeply comforting to believe that you're not alone, that the universe or nature or life itself or God or source, whatever you call it, is looking out for you, caring for you, protecting you, guiding you, supporting you. I know this might sound abstract or maybe even hard to believe, but feel into it. The fact that you're alive, that your heart beats without you trying, that your body heals without you directing it, that you've survived every challenge so far, isn't that evidence of something caring for you, protecting you, supporting you, keeping you alive? Call it what you want: the universe, nature, life, God, source, divine presence, higher power, whatever resonates with you. But trust that there's something bigger taking care of you. You're not doing this all alone. You're being supported by forces you can't always see, but that are always there. working on your behalf, guiding your steps, opening doors, closing doors, protecting you from what's not meant for you, leading you to what is meant for you. Think about times when things worked out in ways you didn't expect, when doors opened you didn't know were there, when help came from unexpected places, when you were protected from something you didn't even know was a threat. That wasn't just luck. That wasn't just chance. That wasn't just coincidence. That was the universe working for you. And it's still working for you right now. Even when you can't see how, even when you don't understand, even when it doesn't make sense, the universe is caring for you, protecting you from what's not meant for you, leading you to what is meant for you, supporting you through every challenge, guiding you through every decision. You are not alone in this journey. You are held by something bigger, and you can rest in that holding. You can trust that support. You can relax into that care, because the universe has your back. It always has, and it always will. So when you're afraid of the unknown future, remember, the universe is already there in that future, preparing the way for you. When you're worried about what might happen, remember, the universe is already handling it in ways you can't see. When you're anxious about not knowing, remember, the universe knows and is taking care of everything. You don't have to do it all alone. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to control everything, because the universe is handling what you can't. And that's deeply comforting, profoundly peaceful. So rest in that. Rest in the knowledge that you're cared for. Rest in the trust that you're protected. Rest in the faith that you're guided by something bigger than yourself. The universe is caring for you and protecting you, always, in every moment, through every challenge, during every uncertainty. You are held. You are guided. You are protected. You are loved by the universe. Trust that, and rest in that trust. Your mind has a habit, a very strong habit, of creating worst-case scenarios. It plays them out in vivid detail. Everything that could go wrong, everything that could fail, everything that could hurt, everything that could break. Your mind does this, thinking it's helping, thinking if you imagine the worst, you'll be prepared, you'll be protected, you'll be safe. But here's the truth. These worst-case scenarios almost never happen. And imagining them doesn't prepare you. It just exhausts you. It just scares you. It just steals your peace. It just ruins your present. So tonight, we're releasing them. All those terrible scenarios playing in your mind. All those catastrophic thoughts spinning in your head. All those worst-case fears haunting your peace. We're letting them go. Not because nothing bad will ever happen, but because imagining the worst doesn't prevent it, doesn't prepare you for it, doesn't help in any way. It only causes suffering. Now, for something that probably won't happen, and if it does happen, you'll deal with it then, with all your resources, with all your strength, with all your resilience. But you won't have already exhausted yourself by living through it 1,000 times in your imagination. So let's release them, one by one. That worst-case scenario about your health, let it go. You don't need to carry that fear. Imagine it floating away like a balloon. That worst-case scenario about your finances, let it go. You don't need to imagine that disaster. Watch it drift away out of your mind. That worst-case scenario about your relationships, let it go. You don't need to live in that fear. Release it into the night. That worst-case scenario about your job, let it go. That worst-case scenario about your future, let it go. All of them, every terrible scenario your mind has created, let them go. Release them like balloons floating away. Watch them drift out of your mind, out of your awareness, out of your concern, out of your present. You don't need them. They're not helping you. They're hurting you. So let them go. And in their place, invite different thoughts. What if things work out? What if it's not as bad as you think? What if the best case scenario happens? What if everything turns out okay? Why not imagine that instead? If you're going to spend time imagining, why not imagine good outcomes? At least that would feel better. And here's the thing, best case scenarios are just as likely as worst case scenarios. Maybe more likely, because most of the time, things work out. Somewhere between best and worst, usually closer to fine, usually okay, usually manageable. So why torture yourself with the worst when you could imagine the best? Or, better yet, imagine nothing. Just be present without imagining any scenario, good or bad. Just being here, now, where the future hasn't happened yet, and you're okay. Release the worst-case scenarios. They're not real. They're just thoughts. Scary thoughts, but just thoughts. And you can let them go. Replace them with peace. Replace them with presence. Replace them with trust that whatever happens won't be as bad as the scenarios your mind creates. And you'll handle it when it comes, if it comes. But for now, release the scenarios and rest in peace, free from worst-case thinking, free from catastrophic imagination, free from fear-based fantasies. Just rest in the present, where you're okay and all is well. Release and rest. Your mind can rest now. It can stop spinning. It can stop racing. It can stop worrying. Because you're not alone. You're not doing this by yourself. You have support, maybe from people who love you, family who cares, friends who support, partners who understand. Maybe from the universe that holds you, nature that surrounds you, life that flows through you, God that watches over you. Maybe from something within yourself, your own strength, your own wisdom, your own resilience, your own spirit. You're not alone. And when you remember this, really remember it, deeply know it, fully feel it, your mind can calm, because it doesn't have to figure everything out by itself. It doesn't have to solve every problem alone. It doesn't have to carry every burden solo. You have help, whether you can see it or not, whether you can feel it or not, whether you recognize it or not. You have support, and your mind can rest in that. Think about all the times help came when you needed it. Not always from where you expected, but it came from a friend, from a stranger, from a synchronicity, from an unexpected source, but it came. Think about all the times you weren't sure you could make it, but something or someone helped you through, carried you forward, showed you the way. That's evidence, strong evidence, that you're not alone, and it will happen again when you need help. It will come when you need support. It will appear. When you need strength, you'll find it within yourself, or from others, or from the universe. But it will be there because you're not alone. And when you deeply know this, when you truly believe it, when you completely trust it, your mind can calm. It doesn't have to spin. With anxiety, it doesn't have to race with worry. It doesn't have to obsess over every detail. Because you're not doing this alone. You have support. You have help. You have backup. You have love. And your mind can rest, knowing you're held by something bigger, by people who care, by your own inner strength, by the universe itself. You're not alone. Say it with me. I'm not alone. Feel the truth of those words. I'm not alone. Feel your mind beginning to calm. I'm not alone. Feel the relief that comes with that knowing. You don't have to do this all alone. You have support. You have help. You have love. You have guidance surrounding you, supporting you, holding you, protecting you. And that's why your mind can be calm, because you know you're not alone. In this journey, in this challenge, in this uncertainty, in this life, you're accompanied, you're supported, you're held, you're loved. And that makes all the difference. So let your mind rest. Let it calm. Let it soften. Let it quiet. Because you're not alone, and you never have been. Even in your loneliest moments, you weren't alone. Even when you felt most isolated, you weren't alone. Support was there. Love was there. Help was there. Maybe not visible, but present. And it's still there now. Always there, always available, always surrounding you. You are not alone, and your mind can be calm because of that truth. Rest in it tonight. As you close your eyes, you have a choice, a powerful choice, about what thoughts you take into sleep, about what feelings you carry into rest, about what energy you bring into dreams. You could close your eyes with fear, with worry, with dread, with anxiety, wondering what terrible things tomorrow might bring, imagining all the ways things could go wrong, carrying stress into your sleep. Or you could close your eyes with hope, with trust, with optimism, with peace, believing that tomorrow might bring something good, something beautiful, something unexpected in a positive way. Imagining possibilities for joy, carrying peace into your sleep. The choice is yours, and tonight I invite you to choose hope, to choose optimism, to choose to believe that good things are coming, not because you know for sure, but because it feels better, and because just as likely as bad things are good things. So why not expect the good? Why not anticipate the positive? Why not believe that tomorrow could be wonderful? This isn't naive. This isn't denying reality. This is choosing how you want to feel as you drift into sleep. Do you want to feel anxious and afraid, or hopeful and optimistic? The future is unknown either way, but one feeling brings peace and the other brings suffering. So choose peace, choose hope, choose optimism. Close your eyes tonight, believing that tomorrow could be good, that next week could bring joy, that the future could be bright. Not because you're certain, but because you're choosing to focus on the possibility of good, rather than the fear of bad. This is wisdom. This is self-care. This is how you take care of your mental health, by choosing what you focus on. And tonight, you're choosing hope, optimism, belief in good things coming. So as you close your eyes, smile, even if just a little, a gentle smile of hope, because you're choosing to believe that tomorrow will be okay, maybe even better than okay, maybe even wonderful. You're choosing to trust that good things are possible, that life wants good things for you, that the universe is conspiring in your favor, not against you. Close your eyes with hope. Close your eyes with optimism. Close your eyes, believing that whatever comes tomorrow, you'll handle it, and it might just be wonderful. This is how you rest peacefully, not with fear, but with hope, not with dread, but with optimism, not with worry, but with trust. Close your eyes with hope and sleep in optimism. believing in the possibility of good, believing in the potential for joy, believing in tomorrow's promise, not tomorrow's threat. Close your eyes with hope and rest in optimism. This is your choice, and you're making it. Hope over fear, optimism over dread, trust over worry. Close your eyes with hope and sleep peacefully. Let me tell you something true, something important, something you need to hear. Whatever happens tomorrow, you have enough strength to face it, to handle it, to get through it, to survive it. You might not feel strong right now. You might feel tired, weak, uncertain, vulnerable. But the strength you need will be there when you need it. It always has been. Think about your hardest days, the days you thought you couldn't make it through, the days you felt too weak, too tired, too broken. But you did make it through. The strength was there when you needed it, and it will be there tomorrow too. Whatever comes, you don't need to have the strength now for tomorrow's challenges. You just need to trust that when tomorrow comes, the strength will come too. Strength appears when we need it, not before. Before we need it, we might feel weak. But when we need it, when the moment arrives, when the challenge presents itself, strength rises from somewhere deep inside, or from support around us, or from something bigger beyond us. But it comes, and it will come for you tomorrow. Whatever you face, you'll have enough strength. Not infinite strength, not superhuman strength, not strength to do everything, but enough strength to take the next step, to make the next choice, to get through the next moment. And that's all you need. One step at a time, one moment at a time, one breath at a time, with enough strength for each step, for each moment, for each breath. You don't need strength for the whole journey, just for the next step. And you have that. You always have. You always will. So stop worrying about whether you're strong enough for whatever might come. You are. The strength will be there when you need it, just like it always has been, just like it always will be. You are stronger than you know. You've proven it time and time again. Every challenge you faced, every obstacle you've overcome, every hard moment you've survived is proof of your strength. And whatever tomorrow brings, you'll find the strength to face it. Not because you're superhuman, but because you're human. And humans are remarkably strong when they need to be. And you are no exception. You have strength more than you realize, more than you give yourself credit for, more than you believe. And tomorrow, whatever comes, that strength will rise to meet it. So rest tonight, not worrying about whether you're strong enough, but trusting that you are, and that you will be whatever tomorrow brings. You have enough strength to handle it, to face it, to survive it, to grow from it, always. Your strength is there, waiting for when you need it. Trust that, believe that, know that you are strong enough for whatever comes, tomorrow and every day after. You have enough strength always. And now, as we come to the end of this journey together, I want to leave you with this, the most important thing of all. You are safe in the dark, in the unknown, in the uncertainty. You are safe. The dark isn't dangerous. It's just the absence of light. And in that darkness, you can rest. The dark is for sleeping, for dreaming, for restoring, not for fearing. The unknown isn't threatening. It's just not yet revealed. And in that mystery, you can be at peace. The unknown is for discovering, for exploring, for becoming, not for fearing. The uncertainty isn't something to fear. It's just life unfolding. And in that unfolding, you are safe. The uncertainty is for trusting, for growing, for evolving, not for fearing. You don't need to see the whole path to know you're safe on it. You don't need to understand everything to know you're okay. You don't need certainty to have peace. You can be at peace in the uncertainty. You can feel safe in the unknown. You can rest in the dark. Because safety doesn't come from knowing, it comes from trusting. Trusting that you're held, even in the dark, even in the unknown, even in the uncertainty. You are safe. Feel that now as you lie here in the dark. You're safe. The darkness is just nighttime, a time for rest, not for fear, a time for sleep, not for worry, a time for peace, not for anxiety. Feel the uncertainty of not knowing what tomorrow brings, and know you're safe, even not knowing, even in the mystery, even in the unknown. You are safe. This is the ultimate peace, being okay with not knowing, being comfortable in uncertainty, being safe in the dark. This is freedom, real freedom, true freedom, complete freedom. Freedom from the need to know everything, freedom from the need to see everything, freedom from the need to control everything. You're free to rest in the unknown, to sleep in the dark, to be at peace in uncertainty, because you're safe, not because everything is certain, but because you trust that you're held, that you're protected, that you're guided, that you're loved. Even when you can't see how, even when you don't understand, even when it doesn't make sense, you're still safe. I am safe in the dark. I am safe in uncertainty. I am safe in the unknown. Say it with me, one last time, with full conviction, with deep knowing, with complete trust. I am safe in the dark. I am safe in uncertainty. I am safe in the unknown. Feel the truth of these words deep in your body, deep in your bones, deep in your soul, deep in your being. You are safe, and you can rest now, completely, fully, deeply, in the dark, in the uncertainty, in the unknown. You are safe. You are held. You are protected. You are at peace. Sleep now, beautiful soul, in the darkness that is just rest, in the uncertainty that is just life, in the unknown that is just tomorrow, waiting to unfold in its own perfect way, in its own perfect time. You are safe, always, in every moment, through every uncertainty, during every unknown. You are safe. Trust that, know that, feel that, and rest in that safety. Good night, beautiful soul. Sleep peacefully in the dark. Sleep trustingly in the uncertainty. Sleep safely. In the unknown, you are safe. You are held. You are at peace, always. Rest now in the beautiful mystery of the unknown, in the gentle embrace of the dark, in the peaceful acceptance of uncertainty. You are safe, and all is well. Good night.